welcome to Ikate's Crossing. I'm Paula, by the way. Now, I've been reading tarot for over 23 years. Now, I started with sort of a Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. It didn't make sense to me. I struggled with learning tarot. I had this idea about memorizing the meanings with the cards, and there's so many layers to the cards depending on the question asked, the spread you use, the deck you use. There was so much to learn that I struggled. Now, what I did do, I actually picked up the Native American tarot when suddenly it all made sense. I began to look at the images, the keywords on the cards. Things started to sort of make sense. And so I created a journal for myself, which unfortunately I don't have now. It's disappeared. It really allowed me to look at the image, describe what I saw in the image, and allow myself to create the meanings through the imagery. And it started to make sense. Now, keywords on the minor arcana helped. Let me just grab some of the minor arcana here. And of course it helped. It helped jumpstart my intuition, if you like. Start looking at the imagery, some of the thoughts and ideas about what that keyword could mean in regards to the card actually began my journey. So you're beginning your journey, you're struggling with remembering what the cards could mean. You really sort of want to dive deep into tarot, but you're sort of struggling with books, all the different books that are available, the different decks that are available. So what do you choose? Choose a deck that you feel connected to. Maybe a deck that has keywords or sentences. There's a lot of the angel, animal type fairy tarot decks by Radley Valentine that you may feel drawn to. Now, there are decks by Jane Wallace. Now, the minor arcana are all pips, but they do have keywords on them, and that might help you with your understanding of what the cards could mean. The Field Tarot has keywords on it, even though there's not humans in all the cards, but they do have keywords on them which may help. Now, there are Rider-Waite-Smith type tarot decks that do have keywords on them as well that may help you with your journey as you learn the tarot, that you can use straight out of the box. There are many tarot decks that do have keywords on them. Now, a good way to start learning tarot, if you've got a Rider-Waite-Smith type tarot deck, or you've brought a tarot deck, maybe the Gilded Tarot Royale, or in one of those easy tarot kits that you have available through through Amazon, or however you go to a bookstore or a witchy type store that sells tarot decks. Okay, so what you want to do to begin with, now there's many ideas and thoughts, and this is just a suggestion for you to try. Okay, there's so many ways to learn tarot, but you've got to find out what works for you. Do you need keywords on your cards? Well, do that. That's okay. It's okay. You may have a tarot deck like this, and you want to put, or a tarot deck you like, but maybe you want to write a keyword on the card, in calligraphy, or you might with stickers, or whatever you want to do is up to you. However you want to learn tarot deck. Okay, you might use keywords. The other way is to look at what the imagery is doing. And so you want to pick up, just start with the Fool. Remember, this is just a suggestion and an idea. Now have a look at the Fool. What is he doing? What is the message that he seems to, what do you see in the card? What's the keywords that sort of come to mind when you look at the imagery? What's important? What colours stand out? The animal in the card may be a clue. You've got the dog here, and sometimes it could be the cat. There are other Fool cards that have different animals in the card. And so think about the animal and what it means. Look at these, is it night or day? Could make a difference to the meaning of the card. The character, is it male or female? Maybe that sort of is a message to you in some way. What's he carrying? Could mean something to you. The background, standing on, all those things mean something. So take a minute. The 0, the void. It's not a number. It's not 1 to 22. It's a 0. The Fool, the void. The sense of stepping out into the unknown. Starting a new path. He's free-spirited. Youthful energy. Vulnerable. Moving out into the open world. All those things. So just take a minute to sort of think about what the card could mean to you. That's one way of looking at the card. So you go through and do that for each of the first. You want to do it for the first 8 cards. 0 to 7. I'm not going to go through and do it for you. This is just a guidance for you to start working your own way in what you choose to do to begin your journey. Just choose messages from the cards. Look at the cards. Let me shuffle. So what you can do is you've got those first 8 cards. So you're going to shuffle. And you're going to pick out one card. Then you're going to look at what you see in the card. You've got the black and white direction, moving forward. What does the Chariot do? Moves forward. He's got a plan to move forward in a direction. So he's going to move forward in that direction. He's a charioteer. He's going to bring success in a battle, triumphs in moment. He's going to win the battle, win the race. If you're looking at the Romans, when they do those charioteer races, when they're wanting to win a battle, they contemplate in what they need to do in the direction that they're moving. They're deciding what they actually need to, they're strategizing how they can win the race. What do they need to do? With it, they prepare, they contemplate, they prepare for their races, and then they win. They want to win their race. They want to triumph against all others. So that's you're thinking about this Chariot card. The direction they're moving in, they're contemplating on how they get there, how they succeed, how they have victory, success, triumph in the moment. They are a winner in all they do. So that's what the Chariot for me is. So you can see, when you're not really thinking about what the keywords are in a book, you're thinking about, what does the Chariot mean to me in this moment? What is the Chariot, are we moving in which direction opposites, contrast, conflict. You know, there's that moving in different directions. Are they pulling in the same direction? You don't want your if you've got two horses in your chariot, so to speak, you don't want them going in different directions. You want them going in the same direction. You want to make sure that they're going in the same pathway. So the other thing you could do, which I like doing with this, the first few cards, you're doing, this is going to take some time. This is not something that's going to be rushed. You know, with tarot, yes, you could learn the cards quickly. You could sort of learn basically what each card means quickly. You could learn it quite quickly. And you could learn to read 1 card, 2 card, 3 cards. Okay. But you're not going to be proficient without practice. Taking your time. Learning the cards slowly. Don't be in a hurry. So what I like to do with the first 3 cards is then pick 2 cards together. Okay, we've got the Fool and we've got the High Priestess. So like I said, the Fool for me could be about new beginnings. There's a fresh start. And the High Priestess is talking about ancient knowledge or ancient secrets from the past, so to speak. So it could be about, you know, new beginnings come when secrets are revealed, or when the ancient knowledge is revealed in some way. So you could look at it that way. So create a story. You've got this youthful energy coming into the Priestess, which has bringing things into fruition. If you're looking at the fruit behind the pomegranates, the knowledge, bringing a sense of balance here. Again, you've got that balance. So you're moving into the unknown, coming from the ancient knowledge of the past. I mean, make up your own, you know, what it means to you in this moment. Okay, let's do, the other thing you can do is then do, what do I need to know about today with these cards that I've got in my hand? And you pick 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the Fool is a new beginning. The Lovers talks about relationships, choices in relationships, the sense of temptation in regards, so there's some stepping out of the void. I think there's a sense of being cautious because of temptation. So being cautious, I think you need to be aware of temptation. I keep getting temptation in regards to the relationship. You know, you do need to be careful about the relationship. A sense of my way or the highway type of energy here. So I get the sense of being controlled within the relationship. So I get a sense of being cautious about being controlled in a relationship. You know, I do feel like there's that sense of being controlled. I feel like there's just someone who can control you in regards to the relationship. So that's something that you can think about there. So you might say to yourself, okay, if this is about me, what, you know, what do I need to be aware of? What do I, you know, I'm stepping out into the void, into the unknown. I've got this relationship where I've got to make choices in some way. And is it because I've got someone who's coming in who's trying to control me? Maybe it's about me needing to take control of my own life in regards to this relationship. There are some choices. I've got someone who maybe is coming into my life who's a provider. Maybe he's a provider. He's might have that sort of fatherhood energy about him. Doesn't necessarily mean that he's nasty. Could be that he's just someone who likes to provide. He's got that Aries energy, so he's very much in control. Feels like wants to be in control of the energy. So some things to think about there anyway. So here you've got this, you've got Gemini energy. maybe you find yourself with this new beginning of this relationship, right? And maybe you're Gemini, he's Aries, and so you've got this twin energy, you've got this conflict going on. You may have two sides to the same coin energy happening, while you've got this someone who likes to be in control and might find that really difficult. There's just some ramblings going on in my brain as I start to sort of learn what the cards could mean. I sort of had that stuff just flipping through. Your intuition is speaking to you. You've got that sense of being watched over, being maybe there could be a third party in regards to the relationship. You've got someone who's sort of watching out, who's sort of trying to influence the relationship in some way. And so it's important for you to be a leader in your relationship, maybe take control, maybe, I want to say, find out what's going on in the relationship. There's lots going on here with these three cards. So you can see how, with just starting out, you can start to expand your knowledge with the cards. So that's why I think it's quite important here when you're learning tarot to just begin with these first 8 cards. And spend some time with them. It's not going to happen overnight. It is going to, it is a bit of a journey. Now, this was just a starting point for you to decide on what deck you're going to use. How are you going to start learning it? This is just one way to begin learning the tarot. Start with the first 8 cards, 0 to the Chariot. And just practice and practice and practice with those few cards. Looking at the imagery of the card. You may have a little white book that just gives you some keywords or a sentence that you can start using. So yeah. I think that's it from me for today, just to sort of get started on it. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and blessings.